Welcome to Stuck Part 10, Mother Loss in Your 60s. Losing a mother and losing a child. When a 60s woman loses her mother, we see this as a normal transition. After all, your mother's probably in her 80s. Isn't it normal for her to die? My response is yes, but. Hey, if I haven't introduced myself, I'm Mary Ellen Collins, and I am founder of the Motherless Daughters Ministry. I'm so pleased you decided to spend your precious time with me. I'm bringing you Monday morning ministry moments for you. Each week, you'll receive a short video, words of encouragement, poems, scripture, knowledge, from our over 20 years experience of working with motherless daughters all over the world. If you are aware of other motherless daughters, I have three things that I would like you to do. One is share this message with them. Two is if this message is speaking to you, hit the like button. And three, tag somebody that may need to watch this video. If you've lost your mother in your 60s, we want to hear what you have to say. Share your thoughts and questions in the comment section. We'll respond to each of your comments. This ministry was created for you, to hold you, to empower you, to educate you, to walk with you in your grief journey. What we're going to talk about today is the 60s. Losing a mother and losing a child. When a 60s woman loses her mother, we see this as a normal transition. After all, your mother's in her 80s. Isn't it normal for someone to die in their 80s? Yeah, but it's not that simple. The 60s woman, you may have been a caretaker for your mother. You may be making all of life's daily decisions for her. You may be feeding her. You may be dressing her. You may be bathing her and caring for her. It's almost like what you did when you began raising children. In fact, you were caring for your mother in the same way you would do in child rearing. The mother may not be rational. She may be suffering from dementia. The mother may have become almost childlike in her communications and her needs. So the demands on the 60s women are every bit as exhausting as if you were starting your parenting of children. People don't really get that. It takes that much work. Society doesn't get it. We do very little to communicate the grief that a 60s woman endures when her mother dies. Not only do you lose your mother, you lose your history, you lose your identity, but also the loss of a child. The mother has become the child. So your grief is not only associated with the loss of a mother, but also the experiences, the horrendous grief that one would have with the loss of a child. One woman said, people don't realize it is like losing a child. The 60s woman, you may be alone, widowed, or divorced, and the care for your mother has been consuming your life and filling in all those empty spaces. One woman who had never married or had children said, she'd been my whole life. I've been consumed with taking care of her. What will I do now? There is such a huge gap in my life. Another one said, people don't get it. They think just because she's old, loss should be easier. They say the stupidest things. You had her for such a long time, or she's in a better place. It just isn't easy. Losing a mother at any age is difficult. We've talked about all the ages of loss from 0 to the 60s. The only reason why we don't talk beyond the 60s is most women have lost their mothers prior to the 70s. As we end, my prayer for you is for you to find peace and healing. God does not want you to be alone. Reach out. If you've experienced mother loss in your 60s, do you relate to any of these examples? Share your stories. Reach out to those who've walked in your shoes. As we end this video series, and this is part 10, so this is the end of the age of loss, I want to end with a poem I think that we should hand out to anyone, hand out to others when there's mother loss. And I'll put this on the website so you can download a copy, but I will read it here for you. It says, "Please just let me cry." And this is, the author is unknown, or I would contribute that. "Please don't ask me if I'm over it yet. I'll never be over it. Please don't tell me she's in a better place. I haven't come to terms with why she had to suffer it all. Please don't tell me you know how I feel unless you have lost a mother. Please don't ask me if I feel better. Bereavement isn't a condition that clears up. Please don't tell me you've had her for so many years. What year would you choose for your mother to die? Please don't tell me God never gives us more than we can handle. Please just say you are sorry. Please just let me talk about my mother. Please mention my mother's name. Please just let me cry." Wow. Next week, we will share with you more news and thought-provoking messages on For and For You, Monday Morning Ministry Moments. Have a wonderful week. Until next Monday, goodbye.